G'day champions, Plum here, and welcome back to this week's vendor reset, the greatest on the interweb. It's July 1st, and today's vendor video is going to cover my top picks, hot ticket, interesting items, and must-buy gear for the week. Remember to show your support if you enjoy or find this video helpful. A simple like is all that it takes, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Now that all the formalities are out of the way, let's get stuck into these vendors. Kicking things off this week, we're going to start at the Countdown vendor, where we have the Surge Rifle. We also have a Force Multiplier Backpack with skill tier status and weapon handling. Both of these items will be available tomorrow from your Cassie Mendoza vendor, and they will cost regular credits there. And the third item is the China Light Backpack, Strategic Alignment. It is a Skill Bot Fiesta this week. Skill tier, explosive resistance, and skill damage. This is perfect if you're looking at making a mortar build with explosive resistance. If any of these items tickle your pickle, they will be at your Countdown vendor all week, and they will cost you 75 Countdown credits each. Shooting on over to the Haven to see the lads, and first up we are at Marco, so we're going to quickly check out his gear. Oh damn, he's got a KSG shotgun that's already got pummel on it. You can roll on DTOC. Very good if you're looking at making my shotgun pummel build. Unfortunately, the rest of the gear is pretty meh, so let's move on. Hopping in next door to see our old mate Roy, and for his weapons, they're pretty average looking. Brand set stuff as well, nothing really piques my interest. Thanks for nothing, Roy. At our White House vendor this week, we have the Kingbreaker, not too shabby because it's got a perfect talent on it. You can pick it up and put on DTOC. We're going to have a quick peek at the rest of the gear here. Weapons are pretty lame, and the gear pieces, they're pretty average. Let's move on. Inside at our clan vendor this week, we have the Picaro's holster, pretty decent armor on it, and it has crit damage. For the gear pieces, we've got Cavalier knees, armor and skill damage, hardwired knees, skill tier and armor regen, and virtuoso knees with weapon damage and weapon handling. As I quickly browse through the rest of the gear here, I'm just keeping an eye out to see if anything's god roll or those really interesting buys. And unfortunately there's not. However, in our mod section we do have a 4% pulse resistance for your smart cover. Pick it up if you need it. At our theatre settlement this week, we've got the Firm Handshake gloves. These ones come with weapon damage and health. No thanks. We've got a sawn-off shotgun here with the talent streamline on it if you need that for your library. And just a quick sticky beak at the rest of it. Pretty underwhelming. There is, however, an 11% protection from elites mod here. If you're a newer player or returning and you don't yet have any of these, pick a couple of these up. At the castle, the named item is the Quiet Roar. I've never actually used this gun. I think the talent is pretty terrible. Let's skip it. Quick peek at the other gear here. Yeah, pretty average. There is a 5.9% healing chem mod for your healing chem launcher. 7.5% is the max. So again, if you're a newer player to the game and you want to try out a healer build, maybe pick one of these up. At the campers this week, we've got the designated hitter. Quick browse of the other items here. We do have this SR1 that's already got DTOC on it. I just don't think it hits hard enough for a sniper rifle. The other items, pretty average looking stuff. Let's move on. Righto champions, now it's time for our Dark Zone vendors, and we're going to start at DZ West, where oh baby, we have the rock and roll. Pick this one up, chuck on DTOC. Very good for your striker builds and your heartbreaker builds. And also we've got an 1886 that's already got DTOC on it as well, so you can roll on whatever talent you like. Ranger, Determined, wink wink nudge nudge, for those one-tap determined rifle builds. A quick little squiz at the rest of the gear, nothing else of interest, let's move on. Shooting on down to DZ South, we've got the Manic. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use this. Quick browse at the rest of the gear here. Guns are pretty terrible. Gear set piece is not worth it. And the brand set stuff, no thank you. On to the next one. And wrapping up our Dark Zone vendors, we are at DZ East, where we have the Claws Out, skill tier and crit chance on this. This is the item that you need if you want to make one of those terrible builds known as the Bonk build. Quickly browsing through the rest of the gear. Nothing really piques my interest. Let's move on. And our final stop this week is going to be at our Brooklyn vendor. Just a reminder, if you don't have the Brooklyn DLC, you won't be able to visit this vendor. Peeking the guns, pretty average. There's not a bad 511 backpack here. I do like this on my incoming repairs builds. I would swap that weapon handling to headshot. Very, very nice. Providence gloves here, very good as well. All red, go weapon damage, crit chance, or you could even roll on armor. But that looks like that's going to be it for this week, champions. If you're interested in the daily targeted loot, it is on your screen now. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and make sure that you show your support by smashing the like button on this video, and if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Honestly, champions, everyone's support is always greatly appreciated. Remember to stay frosty, keep looting, keep shooting, and giving them hell, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.